Hi everyone. In this video we will derive the quadratic formula. Before we derive the quadratic formula, let me remind you how to expand this formula. A plus b whole thing squared. A plus b whole thing squared is nothing but a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So remember this one. We need this formula in order to prove this one. Ax squared plus bx plus c equal 0. As you may know, this quadratic formula has two solutions, x1 and x2. x1 will satisfy this equation as well as x2 also satisfy this equation. Right, so let's see if we can able to find a closed solution. In order to find this solution, what we will do is we will divide everything by a, right? So if we divide everything by a, this is going to be x squared plus b over ax plus c over a equal to 0 divided by a. Then what we are going to do is we are going to move this part to other side. So what we will have is x squared plus b over ax equal, so let me give a space because I'm going to do some manipulation. So let me put minus c over a. When we move the c over a from left side to other side, it will become negative sign. You know, this part is 2 times a and b, right? So what we need to do here is we will add something here, b over 2a square. So if we add something to the left side, we need to add the same thing to the right side. So if you look at this formula, this is pretty much, this box is pretty much similar to this one, right? X squared, here we have a squared, here we have b over 2a squared, here we have b squared, and this one is 2 times a times b, is same as, if you look at that, 2 times, so if you look at the question, 2 times x times b over 2a is actually equal to b over a x. So actually what you have essentially here is essentially nothing but x plus b over 2a to the power square, and which is equal to minus c over a plus b over 2a. So let me rewrite one more time. X plus b over 2a to the power square is, if I expand the bracket, it would going to be c over a plus b squared over 4a squared. Let me expand, let me simplify this further. X plus b over 2a whole thing squared is equal to, if I take 4a squared as a common, so this is going to be minus 4ac, because 4a plus b squared. Continue from this side. So what you are going to have is x plus b over 2a whole thing squared is nothing but 4a squared on the denominator is actually 2a squared, right? And let me rearrange the numerator. That would be b squared minus 4ac. So what I am going to do is, this is a square, so I am going to take a square root on both sides. So if you take a square root, it's become x plus b over 2a, and if you take a square root, this is going to be b squared minus 4ac over 2a whole thing square. But as you remember, if you take a square root of something, that you will get 2 answers. One is plus and one is 9. For example, the example could be like, okay, the square root of 9 is actually plus or minus 3, isn't it? The square root of 4 is plus or minus 2, because if you plus 3 times plus 3 is also 9, minus 3 times minus 3 also. So we will have plus or minus, right? That's why we have a 2 solution. Right, so what we can do is we can move this side, this one to other side. that will give you, so x equal minus b over 2a plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So what we are going to have now is, let's simplify this one. So for example, the minus b over 2a will stay as it is because we can't do much about it. But if you look at this one, the square root, we can split this into b squared minus 4ac and square root of 2a to the upper square. And as you know, minus b over 2a plus or minus this bit, square root of 2a square is nothing but just a 2a, and what we are going to have is b squared minus 4ac. So if you take a common denominator, this is going to be 2a at the bottom minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac, and so these are the solutions. So the x can take minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a, which means, you know, there are two solutions as I say. So if x1 is, if you take a positive, so minus b plus b squared minus 4ac over 2a, then the second solution would be minus b minus b squared minus 4ac over. In the next video, we will learn how to use this quadratic formula in a couple of examples. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye bye.